So today we will learn about the nature and significance of management. Management is defined as a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. So what is management? Management is the process of getting things done effectively and efficiently. We have to note here 3 points, that is process, effectively and efficiently. Now what is process? So process refers to the primary functions or activities that management performs to get things done. There are six process. So they are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Now what is planning? Planning refers to deciding in advance what to do, when to do, and how to do. Means bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Now what is the organizing? Organizing refers to the assigning the duties, grouping tasks, and establishing reporting relationship among the resources, so that it helps to organize all the activities and achieve the goals effectively and efficiently. Staffing refers to identifying the right people for the right job at the right time with the right qualification. Directing helps to tell what to do, seeing their ability. Telling the employees what to do, seeing their ability. There is elements of the directing that are leadership, motivation, communication, etc. Now what is controlling? Controlling refers to the monitoring the organizational performance toward achievement of goals. Means where we are standing to achieve our goals. And then we learn about effectiveness. Effectiveness is completing the right task to achieve the goal. Efficiency means completing the task with the minimum of the cost. We have to ensure both the things, that task is completed on the time and there is a minimum cost. Now what is the definition of management? So it is management is the process of working with and through others to effectively achieve the organization objectives efficiently using limited resources in the changing environment. That is given by the Kreitner. Who has given this definition? It has been given by the Kreitner. What are the functions of management? So that I have already told, that are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Objectives. So we are doing some activity, so it must be having some objective. These objectives are divided into three parts: organizational objectives, social objectives, personal objective. Now in the organization objectives, we have 3 points, that are survival, profit, and growth. First, the business should run to survive in the future and exist now, to meet up all the day-to-day expenses and survive. Profit is ensure that the makes profit so that we can invest in the income, we can survive and grow indicates the potential to explore the opportunities. It is for the long run of the business. Social objectives producing the quality at the reasonable rates, employment given to the weaker sections of the society. SC/STs, women are given the main role. Environmental friendly methods of production. We have to ensure the social objectives so that the public from whom we are taking the resources also get the benefit of it. Personal objectives. So personal objectives are related to the diverse needs of the employees. Financial needs. There are 3 needs of the your employees, that are financial needs. So financial needs, giving them competitive salary. Financial needs. Social and safety needs, peer recognition. Higher level needs, personal growth and development. So reconciling all these needs, we have to ensure that the employees get the maximum benefit. Now we will learn about the importance of management. So importance of management, there are 5 importance of management. They are achieving the organizational group goals, efficiency, achieving the personal objectives of the development of society, creates a dynamic organization. How it helps in achievement of organizational goals? Goals are the reason for the existence of any business. So it unites all the actions of the employees to achieve the goals. How it increases the efficiency? By reducing the cost and increasing productivity through all the functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. It helps in achieving personal objectives. How it helps in a personal objectives? It works with that the individual employees get what they want and need, and also they work desiredly as per the needs of the organization. It helps in development of society by providing good quality products, employment opportunities, etc. Creates a dynamic organization. It helps in the organization to move constantly towards a changing environment in order to be successful. In order to adapt itself to be successful, organization has to constantly change the environment and work for the betterment of the society. Now there are 3 levels of management, that are operational level of management, middle level of management, top level of management. Top level of management consists of board of directors, chairmen, presidents, etc. Whereas the middle level management constitutes the purchase manager, production manager, finance manager, etc. Now in the lower level management, now we will learn about the top level management. It consists of CEO, MD, GM, VP, etc. So what their main function is to formulate overall organization goals and strategies. Second, to coordinate the activities. Mind my words, coordinate the activities of different departments according to overall objectives of the organization. To be responsible for welfare and survival. To analyze the business environment and analyze its implication on the survival of the firm. To be responsible for all the activities and its impact on the society. The other functions like approving budgets, controlling the performance, organizing, controlling, and monitoring. All these things are done by the top level management. Now, what is the middle level management? So, middle level management is a link between the top level management and the lower level of management. It consists of HR, production manager, marketing manager, or finance manager, all the managers. Now, what are its functions? So, its function is to first to interpret the policies made by the top management, to ensure that their department has necessary personnel, to assign necessary duties and responsibilities of the employees, to motivate the employees to cooperate with other departments. Now we will learn about the lower level of management. So it consists of the foremen and supervisors. Supervisors directly oversee the efforts of the workforce. It interacts with the actual workforce and pass on the necessary guidelines, instructions. Through their efforts, quality of output is maintained. They are also responsible for motivating moral and safety of the employees. These all work are done by the lower level management. All the 3 management is an important part to be successful. Now we will learn about management as an art. So there are, by 3 ways we can say that the management is an art, that are existence of theoretical knowledge developed through creative, practical and process, personalized application. There is a theoretical knowledge. A lot of theoretical knowledge has been given by various managers and various professionals like Taylor, Fayol, etc. Personalized application. Every manager use that thing in a use those principles in their own way. And that creativity, after analyzing all the things, they made their own theories to be used in a given situation because they deal in the human behavior. So they have to be creative, constantly change themselves to be adapted for the needs of the employees. Now, what is profession? How we can say that it is a profession? It's a profession because it has a well-defined body of knowledge, systematic body of knowledge given by the various professors. Ethical code of conduct. A code of conduct is developed by various AIMA and various other institutes that is not compulsory to be followed but has been developed. Professional association. Various associations have been made like AIMA for practicing the manager and gain the practical knowledge. Restricted entry. There is a restricted entry. Various managers have to take knowledge from the various like IIMs and other institutes to get the certified knowledge, but it is not compulsory in India to have a required knowledge of the this service motive. Now, most of the managers work for the profit maximization of the company, but nowadays, to be successful in the environment, one has to give the services, one has to do the social services of the organization to be successful in the long run. How can we say that it is a science? Because it is a systematic body of knowledge developed over a period of times, and theories and principles have been given. Universal validity, it is not there because it deals with the human behavior that deals with changing situations. Principles of management provides managers with standardized techniques that can be used in different situations. However, since they are not pure science, they can't be applicable in the universe. It is made over the observation experimentation of the each manager, so it keeps on changing. Some changes are being made by each and every manager. Now we will learn about the coordination. Coordination refers to the synchronization of various activities in an organization to achieve the organization goals. So it is the very essence of the management. Without coordination, each function of management is nothing. So we will learn about features of coordination. It integrates the group efforts to achieve the organization goals. It helps ensures the unity of action because it binds all the actions performed in the organization and work towards the achievement of goals of the organization. It is a continuous process. Top management plans for the entire organization, then these are followed by the middle level, then all the actions are done by the lower level management. So it is a continuous process. Is all pervasive. It is required by the all levels of management in all the types of organization, whether profit, non-profit, NGOs, anything. It is required by all the organization. It is a deliberate function. It is not done by chance, but various actions have to be done purposely, willingly to achieve coordination in an organization. It is a responsibility of all the managers. How? Top level managers need to coordinate with their subordinates. Middle level coordinates with the top and first line managers. Operational level managers coordinate with the workers of the organization. So it is done by all the levels of management. What are the importance of the organization? So there are three importance of organization in coordination, that is growth in size, functional differentiation, specialization. Growth in size, as the coordination grows, number of people employed increases, it becomes difficult to integrate the efforts. So it needs an coordination in order to integrate all the efforts and achieve the goals of the organization. Functional differentiation. Since every function is doing their separate work, all these departments have their own policies, objectives, they may be conflict. So to reduce those conflict, we need a coordination, specialization. So specialization arises of like if we have some specialized employee in the organization, then it might feel that he is superior than other employees of the organization. So to reduce that thinking status of the thinking, there is a need of the specialization, there is a need of the coordination to avoid conflicts between the specialist and other members of the organization. I hope you liked my video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.